I already opened the recording. Okay. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blackout Tips podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
and we're live on a Monday, ready to do some podcasting. And find us everywhere you find podcasts. Leave us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. The official weapon of the show is the folding chair. And the unofficial sport is
bullet ball.
And bullet ball extreme. All right, this is as good a place to say as any because we have a Patreon.
We do.
You just go to Patreon / the Blackout Tips. You can sign up for it. People are signing up. Some people are changing their membership from over at our website to the Patreon. And I explained it when we first announced it, but I definitely want to say it again. Mm-hmm. There's 2 tiers over there. Okay. First tier, $5. It's called Just a Tip. You get 1 bonus episode every week. It could be anything. Movie review, pregame, nerd off, balls D sports, medium. Lip smacking good. It could be anything. And then you have the people that are the Blackout Tips Premium from now on, which means
moving forward. You can't go back and get old stuff.
From the time I created that Patreon a month or 2 ago to everything in the future, you will get everything. And I'm talking not just the actual podcast themselves, but also like our live Crowdcast where you can come, be in the audience, hang out with the sports fans from the Blackout Tips. Oh, sports and mess.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, some people they don't know about sports ball, but they love the best.
Now the nerds, they're very respectful, and there's less of the nerds, but the ones that come to the chat room, they're super nerdy, they're super funny, and they're there for the nerdery. But if you want to meet like-minded people, fans of the show, those Crowdcasts are dope. We see relationships bloom and blossom in the chat, and we get to know each other through this. All of our regular shows are on Patreon, as you can also, on Crowdcast, as you can see in the show notes. But the Patreon, that's the behind the paywall stuff, and you get that if you're the Blackout Tips Premium from now on listener, which is $15 a month. Coming up soon, at the end of November, we will have one of our annual sales for Black Friday, or African American Friday, as I call it, where we will have $100 for the whole year as a deal for people to sign up for. And if you've already done it before, it'll just renew as long as, everything's on the up and up with all your accounts and stuff. So, but we're going to try to offer that through Patreon too this year.
Yes, through Patreon too this year.
So, I'll have to go in and look at the exact way to do it, but we will have a sale there as well. So just letting you guys know, it's a little housekeeping thing, but someone had asked a question about like, I signed up, but do I get everything? And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess everyone didn't hear that at the same time. And we should always constantly remind you.
Yes.
And of course, if you want access to every single thing,
like everything since we started it,
you can go to theblackouttipscom/premium, sign up, and you get all the archives, all the old shows.
Yeah, but you do have to do that through our page and not Patreon.
Yeah, but so there you go, guys. That's everything. Karen, where should we start? Did you want to start with oh wait, okay, there we go. Did you want to start with some banter, I assume?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Talk to me. Do you have any banter? Do you have any banter?
I do.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Do you have any banter?
I do.
Banter us up, Karen.
Yeah, this is the thing. My hair, I knew my hair was long, and I love the way your mama has done my hair. It has like this ponytail in the back, and I have like these braids on the top, and I could put the braids in like a little ponytail on the top, and then I have like a long braid in the back. And so I messed around and was flipping my head to the left and to the right, and my ponytail is so long, y'all, now that it hits my flips on my shoulder. And I said, oh, shit now. I said, I felt like Beyonce. Y'all know when Beyonce doing that thing with that ponytail and they would kind of come around and like snap. Mine ain't as long as hers and snap down. I was like, oh, shit now. I can flip my ponytail on my shoulders. Come on, hair grow. I felt special.
Long hair don't care.
Right?
Nah, it's a beautiful journey. I remember when you did the big chop, years ago. And
how long it's been? I know it's been 7-10 years ago. It's been a while.
It's been a while, and that was after years of struggling with different hair products and techniques and perms, like splitting your ends or causing breakage and stuff. And I know it hasn't all been one easy, climb. I know you've used different products at different times.
Right.
You've had to kind of, and my mom has helped, of course. And, obviously I see you looking at stuff online sometimes and tutorials and all that stuff. But you really just blossom with your hair and it looks, beautiful. I mean, you always look beautiful, but it looks, it looks beautiful. And it's, I know how much pride you take in it. So, I'm very happy that your hair is continuing to grow and that you can do all these different styles and stuff like that too.
Yes, and also one thing about it, I can just speak for my own personal journey going through this process of going natural. I absolutely love it. For me personally, because everybody's different, it was the best decision I personally could have ever made in my life. It helped me learn how to love my hair and learn and love how it just grows just in its natural state. And it is the process to learn how to take care of your natural hair when you've kind of been raised up where just straighten it out because nobody won't tinkle with it, nobody won't tangle with it and stuff like that. And so for me, it's been a wonderful learning process. It's getting to learn myself, getting to learn my hair. And it has been a beautiful thing for me because I had a thing where my hair would get to a certain point and no matter what I did, it just would not grow past that point. But once I went natural, has grown past that point and beyond. And so, like you said, it has been an up and down. It's been a journey and everything like that. So, and I love my hair and I really do love it in its natural state. And the biggest thing, and I know I'm blessed to really have you as a husband because I be hearing stories about other people and their relationship. You do you, baby. But I be hearing other people like, for me, I tell people, I say, hair just grows upside my head. And so for me, I love my hair like this. But if I get frisky, I'll chop it all off and do another big chop all over again. I won't think twice and just let it grow out again. And so the thing about it, I know that Roderick is like, that's fine. Like whatever you want to do with your hair, I am okay with that. And I really do appreciate that because Roderick has been through it all. Like I said before, do the Jerry curls, do the salt and pepper fades, do the finger waves, do the buns, do the do it all, do the French rolls. like he been there. I'm every woman. That was me, baby.
That's all you.
Yes.
So that's who I'm in love with. Not it's not just the hair or whatever. At least that's just how I'm built. I know other people have, like they're a lot more physical and controlling about how people look and weight and hair and clothing and I just try to leave what's for them, but I consider it a blessing too because I don't want to be a person like that. I don't know what I would do if I could only find one type of person attractive or just like every woman I'm attracted to is this height, this weight, this complexion, but more importantly, just I think as a partner, I think that's such a weird anxiety level of control to put on another person that you belong to me like a thing and you should always do what think of me first about your life and about your beauty and your hair. And I do understand that makes me the weirdo. I'm not saying I'm not saying I've experienced my whole life thinking this way and I know that I'm the outlier. I always, whenever people be like, "Oh, your wife cut her hair," and then did she tell you or something? I was like, why would she have to tell me that? But I remember telling you before you cut your hair, was like, if you want to, because I knew you were frustrated with some of it. And I was like, if you wanted to just cut it all off, I don't care. Like I don't like if you're, because you were just frustrated. And I was like, if part of what is frustrating you is the idea of what I'm gonna think, then take that out of your brain, because I'm gonna always think you're beautiful. All right, for one of mine.
The way you said, sir.
So tomorrow's my birthday.
Yes.
Y'all, well, I'm just finding out the fucking Rapture is tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just finding out too. Don't ask me. Nobody told me Jesus was on the way.
I know I'm out of the Christian loop. I know I don't go to church, and maybe y'all been passing it around on church Sunday, and I just been watching football. That's my fault, okay? But y'all could have texted a brother, somebody. So all the fun people will be the only ones left on earth. So that's cool. We could party together, because all the prude Christians will be getting zapped up apparently. But y'all wasn't gonna let a brother know. I got family that might be missing. Y'all was just gonna dip on us. Y'all wasn't gonna say nothing to nobody. Y'all had plenty of warning. You couldn't give a text at least, like, "Hey, might not see you again ever after Tuesday.
Have a good one."
Yeah, love you. Something. And
no warnings.
Are y'all just going to work? Because I know people think it's like selfish or whatever. Like, oh no, you got to work up to the last second as a Christian. I don't think so. I think some of y'all need to stay home. Like if you a pilot, if you a pilot in a plane, stay your ass at the house. Don't be trying to go to work to the last second and then you puff into some smoke and now
the plane going down.
I'm in the Potomac, which got to be a sin. You gonna let all them people, you gonna let all them souls go to hell in the plane? That's not fair. Is the Rapture like when you say Ali Ali Oxenfree and tag, all the rules is over? It's like, well, now you can do anything. You can be evil and let these people in this plane die because you just couldn't stay home from work because you was a good Christian. But now the co-pilot better be a sinner, better be another religion. If y'all both Christian, one of y'all better start jacking off right then and there so that we can get these land the plane. And then gotta be, oh no, you're even better Christian. You going to Rapture too. You trying to save these people on the way out. These people I've doomed with my Rapture plan, when nobody would know how to prepare for it. Oh man, maybe it's kind of cruel that I came up with this whole thing on my own. So now one pilot is a good Christian. He jacking off because he's going to stay so that he can at least say to people, land the plane. But then the other one is going to be like, oh no, now I look like a bad Christian. Now he's got to jack off. Now you got two pilots jacking off. But then God's like, y'all are both such great pilots. Y'all both going to heaven. Let's go. These people got to die. So now
no pilot.
You got to up it to being gay or something. You got to go all the way to save these people. It's children on this plane.
Oh, you got to go to the extreme to save the plane.
It's a lot going on. I'm just saying. You could have just stayed home from work. That would have been better for everybody. Just stay home, go straight to heaven. Now you get to go. You don't have to have a weird talk at the gate. Like, yeah, that was me jacking off. But you got to understand I had a good reason. Trying to save them people's lives, So listen, I just would like everyone to continue acting normal tomorrow, and
they will.
I did see that this came from a South African pastor, and I went to look up his picture.
Oh, do he look like a scammer?
It was a white South African.
Oh, they can be scammers too.
And all I'm saying is, we think white South Africans going to heaven? Does anybody know the history of that place? You think I don't think God would tell him. That's all I'm saying. If he was going to tell somebody, I don't think it'd be white South African. I think he would go with some downtrodden people. I don't think he would be like, slave masters, let me tell you when the day is up. You get first access to heaven. Your slave owning, you own them slaves good, boy. Let me tell you, when you're killed and imprisoned, Mandela, you was in your bag and you getting VIP front row, first class tickets.
You beat the Jesus in them.
Yeah, you got to go. Yeah, you get to skip the line. The way y'all
skip the line.
The way y'all put on for your boy. Come on now.
All these crusades.
I don't think he telling them first. I feel like they staying here. He telling them fake dates. Who knows when the real date is?
Right, nobody knows.
Once they showed me who the man was, I was like, nah, it can't be him. It can't be. It'll be like some old black lady from the South if Jesus was going to
somebody everybody going to ignore.
Somebody we 100% wouldn't believe. First of all, if he going to tell somebody, he not going to tell somebody the world will believe. Isn't the whole thing supposed to be we not going to know?
No. I thought that was the whole thing.
You tell Miss Betty from fucking Appaloosa.
And she just started prophesying everybody. Right. Like, you don't get out of here, old lady.
She wouldn't even tell you like on TikTok. She would just tell people in person. Like,
yeah, that's her thing. She would tell you in person.
They'd be like, Miss Betty, I'll see you Tuesday. You're like, nobody's gonna see anybody Tuesday, baby.
That's how you gonna find out it's coming.
If you see me Tuesday, you know I done messed up. All right, y'all have a good one.
Remember what she was saying? You know I ain't living right if you see me on Tuesday.
Oh, Miss Betty's so crazy. You know the Rapture coming. You don't need to pay your power bill. Anyway. That's enough on the Rapture. Karen, what was your thing?
My next thing is people wonder why me and Roger don't have kids. I think I figured it out. Me and Roger got just two big kids. I was in here the other day and I working and I looked up and Roger was like around the corner with just his head looking in the door, and I was just like, what is that? Because I was like, you know how your peripheral something just don't look right, and I was like, that look abnormal. I looked up, saw Roger, he looked at me, he didn't say nothing, he just ran away like a 2-year-old. Just I was like, and I was talking to his mama. I was like, you know, your son just ran away for no reason. He ain't say nothing, no explanation, just ran.
He had fun.
Yes, and put like this. And I'm no better. Roger was sitting minding his own business. And I forgot it was something I liked or enjoyed. And I just randomly came to him and like, hey, baby. And Roger said, hey. I was like, I like such and such. I just wanted to let you know. He said, okay. And I just turned around and left. For parents, they get that shit all the time. Just your baby just telling you random shit because they just love you and want to be around you.
Everybody kind of is, a child at heart. Now, I think I always wonder like how, and I know there's people that do it and it's probably their preference, but man, I do not understand how people be married to people they don't think is funny or that don't think they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like it's some like weird energy to me. Like it feel like, I don't know, to be that serious all the time. I can't imagine not being able to be a goofball at the crib.
Right. If like this, like I said, a lot of people's, and I've decided this a long time ago and I will live by this forever. I don't want y'all definition of adulthood. Like some people's definition of adulthood is be serious all the time, take everything to heart, work yourself to death and die. Don't have no joy, don't have no hope, don't have no peace. Gloom and doom, we all gonna die tomorrow. And I'm like, oh my God, no. And they think that I'm the oddball because I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. And I really do mean that.
Yeah. Now I know people
I do things that I enjoy.
Yeah, I know people where like one of them think, and I'm sure, all human beings you're two different people, so you have different things that you like or don't like. But I always find it weird when there's people that are like, their mate really looks down on the things that entertains them as pastime. I got like when it's like, oh man, I wanted to see this movie, but my girl don't, she don't want to know she's dating an anime fan, or I don't, she want me to turn the video every time I go sit down. She want me to turn my video game off or whatever. Like I never understood that. And I know it's a trope probably because it's based on some level of people's actual experiences, but it always feels so counterintuitive.
It
rather be having fun with a fellow goofball than just, having to pretend to be a fake adult, because it's not like I feel like all these people are adults. I think they're just fucking miserable.
Yeah, I do too.
It's like you're not able to just fully be free, man. But a lot of people just associate that with being in a relationship is part of being with another person. Is you should be miserable about it, and I don't know. I think we just both agreed not to do that.
Right, we do, and the thing is, we a lot of things we like the same, and a lot of things we don't. And if one of us likes something, the other one doesn't, we'll find somebody outside of each other,
right?
Which is a healthy thing to have functioning relationships outside of your mate,
right?
And so, like if I want to go like shopping or something like that, I go get your mom or somebody that I know that kind of like that's their jam. You know what I'm saying? We can go find stuff cheap, find stuff on sale, and just have the time of our life for half a day, a full day, make a whole day, go eat lunch and have a ball and come back and I'm happy and you happy and everybody happy. Like exactly. I said, there are some things that we do together. I remember, I think your dad years ago, your dad was like, y'all ain't nothing but two adult kids. And I thought about it. I was like, yeah. I said, because like Roger say, we play video games, we watch cartoons, which I think for a lot of people, they've been taught once you get to a certain age, you should let go of quote unquote childish things, but a lot of shit that sells, the kids ain't got no job. So who is buying all these PlayStations and Nintendo Switches and shit? The adults.
I think what happens is that when people think about being a child, a lot of times they think about some of the happiest times of their lives, and so when they say do away with childish things, they don't realize they're doing away with they're doing away with the trying to keep attaining happiness. I think it's like, well, no, an adult is to stop the pursuit of happiness and you start the pursuit of just misery. I love looking at a recipe and realizing I already have all the ingredients. It's the best.
Ain't that the best?
It really is like its own type of high. I was looking at a YouTube recipe the other day, and it was like the best air fried chicken wings or something like that. And I was like, I doubt it, but I'll watch anyway. And then I started watching it, and it was garlic parm chicken wings. And they was like, okay, first you got to put some oil, then you put some salt, then you put some pepper, then you put some garlic parmesan seasoning, and then you put it in a bag, you let it sit for 30 minutes, and then you air fry it, then you flip them over, then you air fry some more, then you take it out, then you put some Parmesan cheese, some fresh parsley, half like a tablespoon of butter, you shake it up, and then I was like, I have this. Like I went from completely like fuck this recipe to like I'm doing this right now. I have the wings, I got all the shit.
When I tell you, y'all, I did not know them were some of the best goddamn wings. I was like, oh my god, these wings are delicious.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like if they would have had even one different ingredient that I didn't have in my house, I would have been like, fuck this whole recipe. But I don't know why.
You didn't want to go nowhere.
Having it, like I got so excited to have this in my house already.
Because it's the convenience of not having to go nowhere, right?
Yeah, and they weren't complicated ingredients like, a lot of times, at least the kind of foods I look up to. Mm-hmm. I look up recipes for. A lot of times they are like, sometimes I'll get halfway through and be like, I'm not doing that. like it's just like, well, they're like, okay, first you're gonna need extract of granola. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Or substitute water. They always they love that.
A good substitute.
They love a good substitute water. You can't substitute water for everything.
Right.
You can use soy sauce or water. No, you can't.
There's a big difference.
Stop lying to me. But yeah, I was so excited to have that. So yeah, that was it for that one.
Oh, for me, we went to this place to get breakfast, and they had a BLT, and you could with the egg, and it was like a BLT thing with the egg. I tell you, that sandwich was fucking delicious. That sandwich was so good. So next time I make a BLT, I think I might throw an egg on it. And the cheese was all melty and gooey on that bread with them hash browns. That was very good. I don't know why I never thought about that before.
I don't know why you made that your random thought though for your banter.
Uh-huh.
It was like, it was so good.
Yes.
You
Yes, it was. I had to share with the world.
But you didn't give them any real information. You tell them where you got it from.
Oh, okay.
They can't go get this sandwich, Karen. What? You just like, I had a really good sandwich the other day.
And
all right. Moving on.
Yeah. But like this, you said it's called random thoughts. It didn't say it had to make sense.
It's banter, but yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm bantering back.
I'm
But yeah,
bantering
it's
back.
like that. It's like y'all should be happy for me.
Yes, be happy.
It was so
for me.
good.
It was delicious.
Let me
What was
tell
the name
you.
of that place? Watch something.
This and so now someone's gonna write in, Rod correcting Karen all the time. You know what? I should fix y'all motherfuckers and not tell you. That's what I should do.
Because I know he knows.
I should not tell y'all all the little shit that she left out just to be an asshole to the six of you who won't be able to figure it out and be like, but Rod, come on, man. You always tell you maybe you won't correct her. Anyway, it's called First Watch.
Yes.
It's a chain. You may or may not have one in whatever city you're in. They're starting to have more down here. They basically do breakfast and lunch. They open from like 7 in the morning to like 3 in the afternoon. And when we went in there, Karen had this egg BLT or something. I had the pancake, the pumpkin spice pancake breakfast, of course. Why wouldn't I? But they also had a maple croissant that looked amazing. It was like a maple croissant sandwich. I didn't get it, but I was like, I know that shit's banging. There was like eggs and bacon and shit on there. But Karen goes, who would have thought that? And I love that you live such a charmed life, but I'm like, Karen, everyone's thought put an egg on BLT.
Me.
Everyone.
For some reason, my brain goes BLT.
Guys.
And that's it.
Guys. Everyone, including Karen. Meaning we've been at restaurants. I've seen Karen order multiple BLTs and just add an egg. Would you like to add an egg to it? She's done it before in my face.
I don't know. I forgot.
But suddenly this was a brand new, never but heard of experience. And I didn't
be forgetting shit.
I didn't want to ruin it for her, but she was like, who would have thought that? I was like, everybody. Me. You watch me do it. I've made you egg BLTs. But that's, it's a charmed life.
It is your fault for spoiling me. I don't be remembering what I be eating.
As a black NFL fan, yes, we still exist, guys. Don't let them try to shame us. They watch worse things. As a black NFL fan, I still do keep track of the black quarterbacks, but I don't always be ready to move on the black agenda. I just keep an eyebrow out because sometimes it's racism and sometimes it isn't. And it's getting less and less times that it be racism that's hurting black quarterbacks because everybody got one now. It's like that. The days of stonewalling out black guys from being quarterbacks is mostly over in the face of huge amounts of money. So they basically it's like, should I be racist or be more rich? And they're all in competition with each other. So most of the owners are choosing to be more rich and more successful at owning a team than they're choosing to be racist. I'm sure there's some, but I mean, at this point, even the New York Giants is starting black people. I thought that was like, them niggas was like the last stand. But anyway, my point being, there's this black kid, Anthony Richardson, raw prospect, came out of college last year, physical talent, but all the negative racist stereotypes that used to haunt black quarterbacks, they was haunting his ass in 2025, 2024, whatever, right? This is, and not like because he's black, but just sometimes you do fall into the stereotypes. Like, oh yeah, he's very athletic, but he's not always that accurate, or he can make incredible throws, but sometimes he's not reading his coverage right. You know that stuff. Mm-hmm. So he ended up starting last year. He got hurt. Then he came back from getting hurt, and then there was a game where he got tired and took himself out of the game, which I cannot stress this enough, guys. I have never ever seen a quarterback do in my life. And from that point on, I was like, oh, his young black ass done really messed up, because they can't wait to throw some like lazy or something on him, stupid. He's not prepared. And so now it's been like a low-key race war brewing. I'm not involved in it, but I've been watching the people back and forth. There's the like, protect this black man at all costs, and then there's the like, boy, if he don't sit his ass down. And so a white guy, Daniel Jones, who was a terrible quarterback when he was with the Giants, possibly because that's a terrible organization.
It is.
But he took his job, and they had like a training camp battle, and then they were like, we're starting Daniel Jones, and everybody was like, whoa, we thought they just brought Daniel Jones in to like to get this brother to get himself together, like as a threat. Like we could go to Daniel Jones, but they were like, no, he's killing it in training camp, he's killing it in preseason. This is our quarterback. And then we like Daniel Jones, the dude from the Giants that sucked for like a bunch of years in a row. Yes,
because they was like, we see something,
guys. When I tell y'all, we're 3 weeks into the NFL season. The first time they didn't score on a drive happened like last game at like first half of last game, 3 weeks into the season. They've been scoring touchdowns and field goals. They punted one time, and then I think they might have kneeled down one time, which means you winning by so much, you just like, we're going to run the clock out. Daniel Jones has been, to me, like the MVP of the league so far. Like that's how good he's playing.
Because they was like, we don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. We see something. And Daniel Jones was like, my time to shine.
And I feel bad for Anthony Richardson because I didn't realize it until today when we were about to do the show. I have not thought about that boy one time since. I'm not a Colts fan, but every time I look up, these motherfuckers are scoring, and I was like, what was that boy name?
Yeah, because we got red zone, so we be like, damn, they scoring again.
He really lost the race war battle because the other dude was just that good. Like there's no angle to be had at this point. Mm-mm. They could be keeping that boy in a cage underneath the stadium. I will never know. I'll never know.
And other times, sometimes I feel bad for certain quarterbacks because sometimes if the organization is bad, you go, the team bad, so I don't really know if that quarterback is good or bad. Sometimes the quarterback is terrible. Yeah. But sometimes you like, if they was in the right situation, they would be great.
I was ready to ride. I was keeping an eyebrow up. I was on notice, like, let's see if he's getting some racial. Nope, white guy's just better. It's really not much to talk about. Hopefully he's paying attention on the bench and watching what the white guy's doing.
And taking notes.
So he don't have to be the next Daniel Jones and go to another team and all that. But, man, I was like, I guess the racism lost, but so did this black man.
You have any more?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. I got one more, but I can wait.
Okay. All right. Then let me pull up a segment for us.
I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
All right. Jimmy Kimmel is returning. He's supposed to return tomorrow on my birthday, right before the Rapture, or maybe it'll be after the Rapture if he's coming on the air that late. You know, what time? Do we know what time the Rapture is? Is it the same for everybody, or is it like daylight savings time? Where like
depending on
somebody,
the time zone.
1 hour ahead. You get. I have many questions, but anyway, Jimmy Kimmel coming back.
I guess they looked at the stocks and them profits and was like, whoa.
Yeah. They put out a statement that, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think anyone believes. Like, it was like, we talked with Jimmy and we agreed that while we may have rushed the thing, we didn't want to escalate it. It's like, what? Last Wednesday, we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. Said Walt Disney, the company that owns ABC. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached a decision to return the show on Tuesday. I feel like those decisions was, have you seen the stock price? Have you seen these they crashed the cancellation website? Yeah. And now that we think about it, maybe you should come back. it's gonna be wild because I think a lot of people are gonna tune into that show specifically to see what he says tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's gonna kind of be the one that everyone's like putting under a microscope, because if he comes back and he's, you know, apologetic or acting like he did what they're accusing him of, I think people are gonna be looking at it. If he's defiant, there's gonna be people like Trump and obviously the people at Walt Disney that will be like, no, don't, like, that's bad if you're too defiant, because now we're gonna keep going through this shit that might not get that merger approval or whatever the fuck. But so many people spoke out on Jimmy Kimmel's behalf, celebrities and comedians, athletes, all this stuff, that I think they realize it's trickling uphill and not just downhill to people, and or just that they're part of downhill too. And so you're seeing people that never really speak up starting to speak up, and you're seeing some brave people. I mean, actors who work for Walt Disney being like, boycott Walt Disney, cancel your Hulu subscription. Like Tatiana Malansley, I know I'm probably saying it wrong, but she was She-Hulk. Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk. Like these people are not fucking around right now, and I think I appreciate this pushback, mostly because we have to keep our sanity. We have to maintain some reason of discourse.
We just can't let them do whatever they want.
We can't just let their lies be the truth. And so people pushing back does matter, because it can scare a corporation into acting right.
And it's one of them things that go, yeah, federal government, but we need our money. Like, we can't lose our coins because of y'all, right? Type of thing. And so, you know, and it was hitting them from my understanding online. Not only was it like the Hulu and the Disney Plus, people were hitting like Walt Disney World, Walt Disneyland, and the cruises, and like, because people on the low, Walt Disney got their hands in like a lot. Yeah, it was
Disney adults.
Stuff.
You know those Disney adults on TikTok. It was Disney adults talking about don't go to the park no more.
Right, and these are people who their whole thing was, for some of them, you know, I'm an adult when I can spend my money. They collect those items and all types of shit.
You know what else it is though? You sell media, and by media I mean movies, TV. All of it is the opposite of what you're doing.
Agreed.
You can't, Andor can't win an Emmy and then you cower to fascism.
That's all that show was fucking about.
You can't have kids playing toys and talking about don't be a bully, and then you give in to the bully.
Right.
You can't have Marvel Studios telling us all to fight back, even when you're down, even when the odds, fight for what's right, fight for the truth, fight for each other, sacrifice, and then be like, ugh, a merger. We got to hurry up and get this merger through. They pushed the trailer for Mando and Grogu, Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie they've been planning to put out. It's coming out in 2026 or whatever. They were supposed to debut that last week, but because of Jimmy Kimmel shit was happening, they moved the trailer.
Oh yeah, because people would have been angry.
Because everybody, the comments underneath would have been like, boycott, fuck you. Now they're gonna still get that probably from the right now, but the people that buy your tickets ain't from the right.
No, they're not.
You know, those people think they think Superman's wrong. You know,
right?
He's an immigrant. Like, those motherfuckers have decided to live in La La Land where they don't support anything. So, I think it's interesting. I knew this deal had been done because I saw that the trailer dropped earlier in the day, and I was like, they wouldn't have dropped that trailer unless they were going to put Jimmy Kimmel back on the air, because
that makes sense.
They know that the motherfucker, you're a Star Wars fan, you're not a fan of, like, don't stand up to the Empire and the evil Emperor, right? You know, like, what are you even promoting? But and it's still I'm sure it's still going to take a hit, even with them doing that.
Oh yeah, and I don't know what the percentage of people are going to be, but there are going to be a percentage of people that are serious about that. They will never come back. Right. A lot of people will, but there's going to be a small percentage of people that's like, no, because I don't know when you're going to do this again.
Right. So yeah, we'll see what happens. A Utah plastic surgeon who was accused of throwing away $28,000 worth of COVID vaccines and giving, I think, kids saline or something like that instead. Charges against him were thrown out or dismissed by Pam Bondi, the U.S. Attorney General and Trump loyalist.
What?
Yeah. They're gonna do more and more stuff like this. Yes. Mm-hmm. So would have been prosecuted under the old DOJ. You know, this process was started under him. And
right. I come to you because I want my child to be protected. You're not protecting my child. My child fucking gets sick or possibly die, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, they also dropped an investigation into a Tom Homan, who I believe is the border czar. So he got recorded last year in September by an undercover FBI operation where he accepted $50,000 in cash. They were posing as business executives, and they were like, hey, give us $50,000 in cash so we can get some government contracts in the second Trump administration. He was like, yeah, I got you. That turned out to be a sting operation. Now, it wasn't publicized at the time. And so they quietly, the Trump administration just dropped the case. Like, they're not going to, they just installed it indefinitely as soon as Trump became president. And so now this information is coming out because people are leaking it to the press. But when you have Kash Patel in charge of the FBI now, right, firing people that aren't Trump loyalists, the Justice Department paying Bondi, getting rid of people that aren't. This is the malfeasance that happens. This is the real cover up. This ain't no Hunter Biden laptop made up bullshit. This is real, corruption.
This is the thing that irritates me, is that when things were functioning right in the federal government, perfect, no, right, yes, it was functioning as it was supposed to be. You had your checks and balances and all this types of stuff. Okay, Trump's whole thing was it's corrupt, it's corrupt, it's corrupt, it's corrupt. He kept saying that bullshit until people bought that bullshit on the right and the left. The people were coming out and they would say things, with COVID and all that stuff, and people were like, well, they keep changing it. Yeah, because they're actually trying to build a plane in the air. So yes, they're going to tell you this tomorrow, this may change, but that bullshit seed had already been planted. So when I said this impacted everybody. This is why when people kept saying that, I was like, don't do that. The federal government is doing its job. Why are y'all acting like we are getting bad and misinformation off of these people whose whole livelihood was to educate us and to protect us? Like this is their job to do this, and most people are going to do those jobs to the best of their abilities. Most people who have these jobs aren't doing these jobs to bullshit people. And so the thing is, that's what he did. People bought that bullshit when the shit was functioning right. So now when Trump gets in office, he's actually doing the shit that he claimed was happening before. Yeah. Before we would have had somebody to go through and be like, motherfucker, no, we're going to charge you. You have to give children proper vaccines. No, y'all can't be out here doing bullshit. No, we're going to hold people accountable. All that shit goes out the door when he gets in office.
Yeah, and these people don't care.
Right.
The media is not able to hold any feet to the fire, because what you're really hoping is that people will use the tools in the government to do it, but the people in charge of the government don't care. So there's no justice that's coming to be done. Like, they're just going to do these things in people's face, and it's going to get more and more blatant.
Yes, and so my biggest thing, and every time we do this is all going to go back to the people. Excuse me. People act shocked. People act in awe. People want to go, oh my gosh. But I'm going to look you in your eye and be like, well, how did you vote? Did you vote? Was you out here bullshitting? Right? Because the people are the people that put these people in office to do this bullshit.
Yes, the 90,000 people that filled up a stadium for Charlie Kirk.
Right.
Like, those people voted. Those people, those are citizens. It's not a politician doing that. It's not the economy doing that. Those are people that believe in the causes that he advocated for. They're real human beings, and no politician is going to save you from that. Department of Homeland Security calls for media and the far left to stop demonizing the president, Trump, and ICE and DHS law enforcement. That is a actual link from the actual website for the government. DHS.gov is where they put this press release out.
Yeah, because
and I just want y'all to know the hate is working. It gets to them. Like,
yeah, it does.
It's why they want to go at the comedians.
Yes,
because the mocking of them does undercut their power, and it does kind of show the whole thing is a fucking joke. You know, it's why you know, in that the movie The Watchmen or Watchmen or the comic book TV show, whatever, the comedian was like one of the darkest characters because he's like, it's all a fucking joke. But yeah, it's that it does matter. Your voice does matter. And yeah, all of us collectively being like, fuck ICE, fuck you, Trump, fuck this white supremacist bullshit.
Did they think people just gonna lay down while y'all strip them of their rights?
It's why they were trying to scare everybody by getting people fired from their jobs for saying this is who Charlie Kirk actually was. Here are his own words, and they think they can just get the rest of us out of here. And I appreciate people, not backing down and still using their voices.
Same.
So yeah, but yeah, they sent us a press release like that to who? To the world. Hey man, cut it out. Stop picking on us.
Bitch, quit being whack. You stop being whack, we wouldn't mess with you. You run the federal government like it's supposed to be motherfucking ran. We wouldn't be like, bitch, what are you doing?
Right.
You fired anybody that had any knowledge and goddamn common sense on how to do their motherfucking jobs. And it's almost like you took a truck, you stripped all the parts of it down. Now you out here with just a metal piece and a goddamn engine going, why don't she run? Bitch, you did this.
I feel like they literally did that to, like, as they were pushing their glasses up like this. And like, I felt like it came in a nerdy voice. Like, it's not picking on me or something like that. It was like, what are you talking about? And you can't be a bully and a victim. And that's what I hate about this entire movement. They are so greedy. They want to be the victims and the bullies. They want to pick on the rest of us. And then when we go, fuck you, they want to be like, my feelings. Fuck your feelings, though. I put it on Joe Biden tied up, kidnapped. We got pictures of T-shirts calling Kamala Harris a hoe. But my feelings were very hurt when you said, stop being a fascist. When you said I should take off my mask when I'm arresting people that are minding their own business.
And goddamn identify yourself. Yes.
It really made me cry.
I don't care. And that's the thing. Everybody think that they the only motherfucker mad. Bitch, I'm mad too.
Yeah. Oh man, we're all right. You know what? You're right. We are mad. That should be the end of that segment.
I didn't mean to end the segment.
No,
but yeah, like you.
I can do more, but
don't pick on me. Well, bitch, stop taking my rights.
Exactly. Stop taking our rights, and we'll stop. Picking on y'all. How about that? I won't stop picking on y'all. All right, let's get to another segment. Let's take a break.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. This is just a commercial break. Relax, sit back, enjoy. This is just a commercial break. Time to get to the break. This is just a commercial. This is just a commercial break.
Americans are having less sex than ever.
Yeah, they're stressed. Folks losing their jobs. Folks got less money. Like it's one of those things where at the end of the day, basic needs have to be met before you kind of go up the ladder to these things. Yes, people always desire sex, but it does not mean that sex is at the forefront. Even in marriages and things, when people stop being intimate, there's something else outside of that going on to make people not want to be intimate. And when people are stressed about the economy, when they're stressed about the president, when they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, when they don't know if they're going to have somewhere to live in or stay, sex is not on the agenda.
I think also, so I'm reading this book, take a drink, Digital Madness. And one of the things it talked about was how animals in captivity have less sex. They stop reproducing even. That's why we spend so much time being like, will the pandas mate? We're not having that discussion out in the fucking wilds where the pandas are free. They fucking.
They are.
You know what I mean? But once an animal realizes it's in captivity, it changes some of the needs and goals of that animal. And I wonder if people feel trapped, if they feel in captivity, if they feel surveilled all the time, if they feel like they are losing and having less freedoms. You know, if the money that we're making is going less and less far. And so the extravagances of life, such as going on dates and trying to have sex with people and being, you know, dressing a certain, all the things we do for sex, if we're now in a resection, see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You all did there, because it's like recession, like that's when you get less money, the economy going down. But I'm talking about sex, okay? So I'm saying resection. You know, like we losing. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not surprised that that's happening. The study found that just 37% of people age 18 to 64 reported having sex at least once a week, down from 55% in 1990. The decline is even more striking for young adults. And I think those people are hurt the most by the economy and stuff, but we don't talk about it because we always talk about it in measures of like, what age will they retire and what kind of job would they get? I'm like, are they fucking? Like, is it can't all, I'm sure some of it is social media and anxiety and stuff, but and the pandemic even, but some of it is also just like, man, I have $90,000 of debt and I'm 21.
Yeah. Don't
my fucking's not necessarily as high a priority as for me when I'm walking around with that level of you know, problems.
Yeah, not only that, you know, for a lot of them, like, why would I want to fuck with the possibility to have children add on to this debt?
That's what I'm saying. Get in the house.
Yes, and that's right. Why people talking about why ain't they doing? I was like, bitch, they in debt. Like,
right. You calling people lazy, but they're doing exactly what you were doing, and it don't work.
It don't work.
Almost a quarter of people aged 18 to 29, or 24%, said they had not had sex in the past year. That's twice as many as in 2010.
Yeah, and also, truth be told, I think the pandemic really impacted that more than people think. And so for a lot of people, they're more cautious, they're more picky, like, you know, they're like doing more monitoring and things like that. So it's one of those things where a lot of people who would have more casual sex are like, yeah, right. y'all are scary.
And right, and you throw in the devices we're always on,
right,
and the way social media affects our mental health.
Yes, and people are like, yeah, because when people,
and how much we know about each other now that we didn't know. Because I think there was a time where you just see somebody attractive, and you know, maybe your first thought isn't what's their politics. You know, for some of us it always was, but for a lot of people, they were just living life like that's a thing. That's a thing you find out after you've been fucking for a while, or you know. But now it's like, I need to know. Everything's a red flag. You know, it's like how parents don't let kids walk home from the park anymore. It's not that we're actually living a much less dangerous time.
Right,
kids aren't being kidnapped, and we can track people within minutes, but we're not letting our kids walk because mentally we're like, it's scary. And so I think people, and not want to be around people, you all kind of learn to be scared of each other, as you said. And I think even when it comes to something as simple as working from home, and people that like go to the office, like it used to be like, you go to the office, you roll your eyes, but you go to the office, you understood why, and it wasn't the worst thing in the world to go to the office. But you know, could you like more vacation days? Yes. But you understood, be there in person with people, talk, get to be friends, all that. The way we are like, ugh, I'll throw up, you make me come into work. It like, we've changed, our brains have changed in a very short period of time, and sex would change.
Yes.
The place people often meet people they have sex with is stuff like work.
Yes, I'm about to say, yeah, people meet their mates, people meet, a lot of times like
Karen, you know how many women I've had sex with at work? It's crazy.
On the printer.
All right. In this house. It's crazy. I have sex with a coworker. I don't know.
Me too.
Imagine they just took that away from you. You know?
HR gonna come and get us.
So yeah, sex is at an all-time low for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see what else. Do one more of these. We got an update on a case. I got an update on something we talked about earlier in the year, guys. It's big breaking news over here. The alleged serial butt sniffer was busted again after $100,000 bail.
What?
Yes.
That nasty dude.
They done caught the boy. They done caught him slipping. Caught him sniffing. They done caught him sniffing.
I remember that.
Yeah. His name is Khalees Karan Crowder. He got arrested.
I'm surprised he ain't smelling through them ears.
He got the Shrek ears. What happened to him?
Mm.
Maybe that's why he sniff butts. Be careful. You got an ear pro to foul people now.
Be careful, ladies.
But yeah, they've arrested 38-year-old Crowder after he was accused of sniffing someone's rear end, an act that he's been booked on for more than one occasion. So that was the video we saw, that woman that got her butt sniffed.
Yes.
And
she just happened to be filming herself, and that's how she caught him.
He was charged by prosecutors with one count of loitering and intent to commit a crime and ordered to pay $100,000 bail as a condition of his release. Cops shared the July case that Crowder had been on active parole and was a registered sex offender. He'd been busted for similar incidents over the years. He really can't stop himself. Yeah. He really can't stop himself. He just got to get a sniff or whatever.
Apparently so.
Let's see. We'll do a new Nations report card shows drops in science, math, and reading scores.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. And the thing about it?
That's before the latest Trump changes, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yes.
Like Linda McMahon in charge of education and shit. That's really before they got started. This just off of just the pandemic and then Trump administration then, and then whatever Biden could try to restore. But yeah, our scores have fallen 4 points since 2019. 12th graders math and reading scores have fallen 3 points in that same time period. The tests were administered between January and March 2024. It's just the first NAEP score released since Trump administration began making cuts to the U.S. education department. Those cuts, and also, no, because 2019 would have still been, it would have been Trump, but Biden's been since then. So, but yeah, so yeah, this isn't really the results yet. So this is the first test since the Trump changes. But we won't really see how hard that hurts these kids who are already struggling until years from now, possibly.
Because and also the thing is, states that are Republican ran,
right, have
the lowest in the nation. All of them do. All of them
for education outcomes.
They like 45 through 50. 40 through 50. All of them are these big red ass states who they don't poverty. People can't find work. People can't find jobs. Like, a lot of that correlates. They want to cut off funding. All that shit. Education will be impacted. The literacy rates in these places are low and shit like this. And this is one reason why I say not only does voting matters, you have to care about places that Republicans have got a stronghold on. And now this is why I do fault Democrats. Y'all can't forget about the South. Y'all can't be like, well, fuck them. You can't do that. There are people there who did not want this and did not choose this.
This is not politics till we get mad, but keep going.
I'm sorry, but it just makes me mad because I'm just kind of, my brain just ticking. And so, y'all got to invest in this because this is just going to get worse.
Yeah, and I don't know how you you invest when you get in power, when you get a chance, but a lot of times the red states will deny federal funds for schools and stuff.
Right.
But I you know what? This is getting crazy, okay? I don't know what's happening right now. We need to get some white people news right now.
White people news, we're bringing.
That's my fault.
Selling to the barbecue, we might be problematic or a little bit different. That's so really harsh on our fragile pieces. White people do.
My bad, y'all.
No, that's my fault. That's my fault. When I read that article, I didn't think we would be going there. I thought it was my fault. I should have seen that coming. Let's talk about white people news, guys. Let's gotta lighten this up. Jessica Alba holds hands with Danny Ramirez for dinner date in New York City.
Oh shit! Now.
Jessica Alba is 44 years old.
Actress.
She is an actress.
I was like, I know that now. I don't know who he is.
And Danny Ramirez is, I guess we'll find out as I read. They went to the U.S. Open and
that's tennis.
And New York Fashion Week. Alba 44 looked radiant in shimmering chocolate brown ensemble consisting of a halter top with a plunging neckline, a floor-length satin skirt, and a coordinated leather jacket. Well, she looks hot in everything.
Don't she though?
She's really tried to say that like we was going to be like,
she
yes.
aged beautifully. She's pretty.
She wore burgundy tone boots and carried a brown suede purse. The trigger warning star wore her long blonde locks in loose waves and wore natural looking makeup with a soft red lip. She accessorized with dangling earrings. And I guess this is Danny Ramirez next to her, smiling. Ramirez kept it casual, wearing a navy blue crew neck sweater beneath a navy windbreaker.
With them distressed jeans.
He wore distressed jeans with a torn knee and a distressed black and cream shoes. They got distressed shoes? How you know they not just old?
How you know they just beat the shit out of them?
How you know he don't just work in a coal mine?
Right, you just slice them up with a razor blade. They distressed.
Right, distressed in shoes is that's the ultimate privilege.
It is, because the hell I want with distressed shoes. I want my shoes to fit proper.
The Last of Us actor wore. Oh, he's an actor in The Last of Us. Who did he play? Danny Ramirez.
We have to look his name up.
I do not know who the fuck he was.
He must have been some background character.
I don't know. Alba and Ramirez first sparked dating rumors when they were seen returning from a trip to Cancun in July. They seem to have several mutual friends that, again, as a friendship, blossom as a romance. Alba and her ex Warren announced their separation in January. Alba filed for divorce in February, listing December as the separation date. They have 3 children: Honor, Haven, and Hayes. And recently, Warren was seen holding hands with his new actress girlfriend, Perea. Who the fuck is Perea? She and Ramirez couple were seen meeting up with pals Marlon Wayans and Tariq Withers at the corner store. Their fright flick Him will open in theaters on Friday. That's a nice way to get that in there. I don't know who the fuck Perea is. She just came out of nowhere. Oh, here we go. Sienna Perea. This her right here in this bikini. So that was his original girl he was dating, but then Jessica Alba, when she wants you, she wants you. You just you had to understand, young model.
It was an upgrade.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta switch over to this classic. But yeah, good for them. We'd love to see it. Let's see what else the whites are doing. Country singers.
Okay, what about them?
Zach Bryan and Gavin Adcock done got into a fight at the goddamn country concert, Karen. These whites, I tell you,
they're
no home training.
And hauling.
Where the hell are the parents?
Well, that's a great question. Where are the parents?
This is what's wrong with their culture.
Where the daddies?
With white country music culture.
They fall apart.
All that biggity, bliggity, bling, bling, and stuff they do on the guitar. Zach Bryan and Gavin Adcock faced off at a country music festival in Oklahoma. On Saturday, September 13th, the feuding singers went at it moments before Adcock 26 was set to perform at the Born and Raised Festival in Pryor. According to footage of the altercation, which was shared on Instagram. In the clip, Bryan, 29, and Adcock can be seen confronting each other while standing on different sides of a wire fence in an event. First of all, you're on different sides of a wire fence. And it's got barbed wire at the top.
Right, so y'all ain't gonna get to each other. What is we doing?
Now you gotta run a foot to the gate, like run 30 feet. Like, meet me at the gate.
I'll whoop your ass over there.
Hey, do you want to fight like a man? Come open the gate, Bryan says to Adcock, who then steps closer towards Bryan before he forcibly pushes the fence in Adcock's direction. First of all, what else would I fight like? Hey, you want to fight like a man? No, I would like to fight like an ostrich.
Stop flapping your arms and shit.
When you get death threats from Sack crying before you headline in this hometown, Adcock wrote in the text over the seconds long clip, "Eat a Snickers, bro," he added in the post caption. In another video, the incident posted on Facebook, Brian is captured trying to hop over the fence in an attempt to get Adcock before he is held back by security. Brother, let me tell you something. You weren't getting past that barbed wire. I don't know what you think you're doing. Your jeans gonna be real distressed and everything inside of them too.
The barbed wire gonna fuck you up.
Are you stupid? Bodyguards then seen escorting Adcock away. As one viewer wrote in the comment section, he scaled a barbed wire fence and you didn't do shit and hid behind security. This little clip ain't fooling anybody. Adcock responded, had a show to play for Oklahoma, wasn't going to jail over that, psycho. Oh, you too cool, but you didn't post it on social media? Then don't post it. Why would you post you looking like a bitch? I don't even understand why you would do that.
Because everything got to be online.
Right? Maybe not this one.
I'm not posting my L's online. I don't understand this.
I'd fight you, but like, I got class first, buddy. So like, I can't even. But if I could, I would totally like win. In a post shared to X in July, Adcock appeared to call out Brian for how he reacted to a teenage fan on social media, writing, "If you can't handle the criticism of a 14-year-old, why do people idolize you? That kid was head over heels to meet you. He's got feelings too, and you're a grown man, nearly 30. They're the only reason you are around." Brian wrote in a since deleted response per Whiskey Riff.
The hell is a Whiskey Riff?
Whiskey Riff sounds like the website for when country people have beef. Guys, we got us a whiskey riff here. They are fighting. Got a rift in the whiskey.
I know. How many shots was that one?
Right. You're not entitled after someone plays 2.5 hours to a picture or a hello. He added the acronym GOMD. You know what that means?
No.
Get off my dick.
Oh.
Appropriation. Adcock later addressed his comments in Rolling Stone. It wasn't about not wanting to sign autographs at the show. It's like letting a 14-year-old kid rant without saying, "Get off my dick. You're bigger than that." Adcock also accused Brian of putting on a big mask for the public. Sometimes he can't help but rip it off and show his true colors. I don't know if Zach Bryan's really that great of a person. He don't like the cut of his jib.
He must be in a pile of buddy.
Right. This town ain't big enough for both of them.
You know, they add that one in. It's business.
Like he tried that in a small town, but he couldn't get over the fence.
Yeah, he did.
Coachella 2026 has been branded the worst lineup ever.
Oh, no.
After unveiling the headliners. On Monday night, Coachella confirmed the headliners would be Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, and Karol G.
Ooh.
I don't know Karol G. It's with a K. Karol G.
I barely know who the only person I know in that lineup is Justin Bieber. I like you announced that first person. Like, I guess they somebody.
I know Sophia. I know Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay, I was going to say
she's a big deal. She's a big deal.
Okay,
but that's crazy. It says the worst one ever. I mean, you knew it was going downhill after Beachella. I mean, we all knew that. It was never going to get bigger than that.
Mm-mm.
They'll be joining an eclectic roster that spans genres and generations, including electronic act Anyma, 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 Young Thug. Well, okay. Don't tell nobody because he will. Come on, guys. It's a little snitch joke for you. Turnstile, David Byrne. That just sounds like a regular dude that work in accounting at a firm up the street. FKA Twigs. I didn't know she was still making music. Addison Rae and Ethel Cain. Legacy artists Iggy Pop, Moby, and Devo also earned spots on the packed schedule, while Radiohead appeared under a mysterious note teasing the bunker debut of Kid Amnesia.
Oh, somebody said Karol G is big in Latin music.
Latin music, there you go.
Okay.
I don't want to hate.
I don't want to hate either. I just know I've never heard of them before.
Know.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite literally the worst Coachella lineup I've ever seen, and I've been going for a decade, says somebody on Twitter. Another asked, am I just getting old, or does Coachella lineup continue to get worse every year? This is a garbage lineup. A fourth insisted, there has ever been a worse Coachella lineup in the history of the festival, and I'm really not one for hating on Coachella. Well, when you did it the best. I'll tell you that much. One compared the lineup to someone leaving their iPhone on shuffle at a college party and calling it a festival. Damn.
They big mad, and also the thing about Beychella and Beyonce. They said some of the things that she did for her recording and all that stuff, her audio stuff. They said they started implementing that. She don't like some of the stages.
I know
after
you just
want
to. I know you just want to stay in Beyonce right now,
I
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's never a bad
do.
time. It has nothing to do with our story, but that's true. But
We
now,
talk about Coachella.
Now everybody can hear this mid-ass music clear as day because it's Beyonce.
Clear as day.
Yeah. I'm just feel bad for Justin Bieber because it's right as he went back to being black that now they calling him the worst lineup ever. That's sad.
Right?
He should have stayed white. Could have picked up that acoustic guitar one more time. All right, let's see. We'll do one more.
Okay.
Shaun White and Nina Dobrev end their engagement and they split after 5 years.
Actors and actresses. Actress.
So I think Shaun White is a snowboarder.
Oh.
With the red hair. He used to be like pretty cool back in the X Game days.
Okay.
But Nina Dobrev is an actress. Vampire Diaries.
I was like them names sound like actor names.
They began dating in 2019, but they're calling it quits in 2025. The champion snowboarder, 39, and the Vampire Diaries actress, 36, have ended their engagement and split after 5 years together. A source close to the pair says it was a mutual decision. It wasn't easy on anyone, but it was made with love and deep respect for one another. Representatives for White and Dobrev did not respond to people's requests for comment. They were last photographed together August 31st, 2025 in Los Angeles, holding hands while running errands. Damn, and then they broke up that fast. I guess it was all going downhill.
Yeah, it was.
You get it because he's a snowboarder. But on September...
Guess it was all a snowdrift.
What? It's not nearly as good as what I said.
It's not.
Oh, wait, no, I get it. Adrift.
Yes. Okay.
Congrats. That was great.
I was about to say, no, it wasn't as good as yours.
No.
But I was like, damn, I thought I had something.
No, you did. That's my fault. That is good. That was just as good as mine. I fucked up. I'm sorry. Don't write in on YouTube, guys. I make mistakes sometimes. I'm saying it right now. I fucked up. I didn't get the joke. It was a great joke. But on September 7th, she walked the red carpet of the Eternity premiere at the 2025 Toronto International Film Festival without her 5-carat diamond engagement ring.
Not the 5-carat.
Then you ain't gonna believe this.
What happened?
She unpinned her engagement post from her Instagram.
Oh, that's kind of funny. You know, for the Instagram people, I don't give a fuck. But for the Instagram people, that shit is serious.
She had to go there and hit that unpin button.
Yeah,
dog.
you unpin. That's when you know it's real.
That was on her Instagram.
She probably started taking away photos of them together and shit. Yes.
That was on her Instagram since he popped the question October 2024. She took it down.
She gonna fuck around and cut her hair and it's gonna be all over.
She gonna put pictures of flowers. She gonna put pictures of her with all her friends.
White woman.
She gonna put a picture of wine glass and fireworks and be like, to new beginnings.
White woman Instagram.
The pair first met during a brief encounter at an award show in 2012, but didn't become acquainted until 2019 when they were both booked as speakers at an event in Florida organized by motivational speaker Tony Robbins. Oh, you know Robbins, the couple maker. Recalling the dinner together following the event, the 3-time Olympic gold medalist told people in January 2022 that he actually didn't know anything about Dobrev at the time. However, he found it fascinating when several staff members requested a photo with her, and I was like, what's happening? What's going on? It was actually really funny. And plus her tits were staring me in the face. So I had to do what I had to do. The couple started dating in 2019. They moved in together at the beginning of the COVID pandemic. Then they took the relationship Instagram official in May 2020. Oh, we remember that. That was a crazy day. After sharing a series of snapshots of Dobrev giving him a quarantine haircut. But yeah, and then they didn't make it, guys. They're back out here on these streets. So they got together because of the vaccine, but once Robert F. Kennedy said, we don't need no more vaccines, they broke up.
Oh no.
That's how it happens, Karen.
That's how it starts.
Yep. All right, guess the race time, and then we'll get out of here.
What time is it? What time is it?
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
An Arby's employee was left bloody after being beaten with a rock for stealing a roach. A 21-year-old woman in Ohio has been arrested for allegedly attacking an Arby's employee with a rock, leaving her bloodied and screaming. Stevie J. Creech was taken into custody.
Yes, I can see them hands rubbing right now.
Was taken into custody last week and charged with one count of felonious assault resulting in serious harm. Garen Rankin, a 26-year-old man accused of assisting Creech, was also charged on one count of misdemeanor criminal menacing. It's happened on September 11th. Never forget. The cops were on patrol in the area of the Arby's because it's always crime happening around the Arby's. I mean, if you really want to have an easy day as a cop and meet your quota before the end of the month, I say drive down Arby's Road.
Just give me. And my question is, how big was this rock? Like, anybody know?
I don't have a picture of the rock.
Okay.
And I don't know what race it was either.
Great question.
But they were flagged down to police while they were patrolling by an Arby's employee who was bleeding and screaming.
Yeah, I would have been beating and screaming too. I got popped upside the face with a rock.
Yeah. A witness to the alleged assault told investigators that Creech and Rankin ran into the restaurant from the interior drive-through area, assaulted the employee, then fled on foot. Creech appeared to have something in her hand. They went and looked at some footage when she was entering the door. She had an object in her right hand. They think it was the rock. Not the Rain Johnson. Just a rock.
Just a regular ass rock.
And they did not get the attack on tape, but then they see like them running out of Arby's seconds later after, the victim appears holding her face, like she got hit with a rock. A witness said they tried to help and intervene, but the man pretended he had a gun, Rankin, and he said, "Back off." And so the witness sat his ass down because he was like, "Hey, I want to die for the Arby's sauce."
Right.
It's Arby's. I knew crime was happening in here. In an interview with the police, the victim said that she and Creech had been together the previous night, and Creech had accused her of stealing a roach, which is a leftover tip of a blunt or a joint. Marijuana.
For those of you that don't know.
They followed the duo and they were arrested a short distance away.
Shit, they was on foot. How far was they gonna get?
Arby's put out a statement. AES Restaurant Group prioritizes team member safety and is fully cooperating with authorities following the incident. The team member involved has received medical care and has since returned to work. I just picture Gus Fring saying that.
Yeah, that's all I hear.
Yeah, I picture Gus Fring saying that and then going back and selling more meth out the back of the restaurant. All right, Karen, guess the race of Stevie Joe Creech.
Oh, Stevie J? Black.
Karen's going black for Stevie J. All right, let's check the chat room, see what they believe. I said Stevie Joe. It's Stevie J, right? Yes. No, Stevie Joe. So they spelled it wrong in the article. Oh, they had the initial in the article. Okay. STEVI space JO space Creech. Karen says black. Let's check the chat room. Let's see. Upset because they didn't have the meats black. They had fist meets fist or rock meets face. Arby's, they got the white meats black. They beat it down to the white meats. Horsey sauce can't save this. Bland beef white feels black, says June. Yeah, that's crazy. The correct answer is I'm gonna say you got it wrong. I'm gonna say white. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got it wrong?
Yeah, you said black. I'm gonna say white.
Oh, with a name Stevie J?
Mm-hmm.
These white folks acting the fool and nervous?
And some of you got it right. Yeah, I blew it up. She looked white to me. Now she might have some. Like what? If you shake the tree of the family, you know what I'm saying? Like
half of a percentage.
I'm not like that's why I had took a second to think about it, but I'm gonna stick with white for this one. But it's close.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's close. I'm sorry, everyone, but that's why we play the game. I have to be honest. I can't be playing favorites. Let's go to the next one.
She's a DeBarge.
She
Come on through DeBarge.
Okay.
I love me a good DeBarge.
If she told me Prince Harry was into it, I wouldn't be shocked. Okay. A math teacher was busted with cocaine by drug detecting K9 during a random check. Yeah. Getting that Freddie Gibbs on. What? A middle school teacher in Louisiana ended up in handcuffs after a random drug check allegedly uncovered a stash of cocaine in her bag.
Don't you know they check? I mean, shit, you the teacher.
You probably think they checking for kids, not your cocaine. This adult cocaine. I feel bad for all them kids where it's like, oh, so all them lessons you was teaching us, telling us, oh, okay. Virginia Summers, 47, is a math.
They damn my ass.
Mm-hmm.
If they even do that bullshit anymore.
You should have been in here teaching us how to turn a key into
right? How to make some money.
To some street legal. I would have used that, man.
Right?
How can you lose 96 bricks and have to fall back? What are you falling back to? Virginia Summers, 47, is a math intervention teacher. Math intervention? Okay. At Westvale Middle School. According to probable cause report, she was arrested on Tuesday after a K9 with the East Baton Rouge Parish School Drug Task Force detected something suspicious in a book bag. The dog, whose name is Vimson, the snitch, alerted the human police officer to the find. Officers inspected the bag and then Summers' wallet, where he found what appeared to be cocaine. A field test allegedly confirmed the cop's suspicion. After Summers was read her right, she allegedly told the officer that cocaine belonged to a friend. Oh, does any cocaine belong to a person that is caught with it? I feel like all cocaine belongs to a friend. I don't know who that friend is, but maybe it's Jesus. Everybody's got a friend in him.
I keep that friend away from me.
Summers told police that even though the cocaine found in her wallet was not hers, that she did snort it. Because they was like, so are you going to pass a drug test? Well, funny story.
I will not pass the drug test.
That is my friend's cocaine, but it's shit. What is that?
Ain't no fun. Was like, we're going to do drug test now.
Ain't no fun. She said she did snort it at a tailgate party outside of Louisiana State University football game. Police asked Summers if they could search her Honda CRV, and she consented. According to the report, they allegedly found marijuana and 2 marijuana pipes and lighters, all stored in a small gray bag in the vehicle's glove compartment. I'll tell you what all this is telling me. This was the cool teacher. Y'all done got rid of these kids' favorite teacher.
You know they did. I bet that teacher was so laid back.
If she was doing weed before she got in there and cocaine on the way out,
she didn't give a fuck about what them kids was
doing. She was everybody's favorite. She was in there like, come on, kids. Let's do this. You ready to do some math?
And they're snacking on chips and shit.
Let's do some fucking equations. The report said they were allegedly 0.8 grams of cocaine to 0.5 grams of marijuana. Damn, she had more cocaine than marijuana. I guess it way less. Yeah. Summers was charged with possession of cocaine, possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, violation of controlled substance in school zone. She was scheduled to make her first appearance in court on Wednesday. After her arrest, the public school put out a statement. That's
how they all sound to me. Mm-hmm.
This behavior is not condoned by our district, and we remain committed to maintaining a safe, secure, drug-free environment for all the students and staff. Can you take the staff out of it? Because if those people have drugs, they don't want a drug-free environment. They are the ones making it not drug-free.
They're the problem.
Free them. Karen guessed the race of Virginia Summers.
Virginia Summers is white as a summer breeze.
Oh man, summer breeze. White girl carrying white girl. Fuck Ronald Reagan white. Welcome to the party of kids white. Would have never suspect a dog would be her op white. Mandatory minimum white. Trump will pardon her white. I'm your teacher white. White. The correct answer is white. Everyone got it. I hope I read that I'm your teacher right. I read it like it was Curtis Mayfield. I'm your pusher.
Yeah. The two things that flagged was she admitted that she did it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I did it outside of LSU. I was like, oh yeah, white.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're going with that. All right, let's go to the bonus round. You're now 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
Man tried to gouge out a store clerk's eyes because he was upset about the price of gas.
Damn. He wanted to be sure he could see better. That defeats the purpose.
Better join that Costco.
Right?
A Mississippi man tried to gouge the eyes out of a truck stop clerk because he was upset about the price of gas. Charlie Terrell Jones, 40, has been charged with armed robbery. At the 3555 truck stop on Highway 35 in Vaden, a town about 80 miles north of Jackson, a clerk was inside his store when a man came in and argued with him about the price of gas.
He don't set the gas price.
Right?
That is predetermined.
Man, why you make that gas so high? What? It come in the truck and it tell me what to charge.
Yes, and it varies probably by the day.
Man, you better take that gas down a little bit. Boy, you fucking with me. I'm negotiating. All right, listen. I'll pay $3.72. That's the best I'm gonna offer.
Nope.
As the argument continued, according to the employee, the suspect began to beat the clerk severely and even attempted to gouge out the clerk's eyes. Damn, he really only had $5 on it.
And he was like, I got $5 and that's all you gonna get. Fine, $5. We can do the $5.
How much gas I get for this $5? A gallon and a change?
Right, not even $2.
The suspect is also accused of hitting the worker on the back of the head, but that wasn't the end of things. Damn, it's more.
What, in the end?
He allegedly went back to his vehicle, returned with a gun, and demanded that the clerk give him the money in the register. Okay, now listen, if it's just a robbery, just say that.
Right, just say it's a robbery. Quit acting like you was mad about the gas prices.
Stop making excuses. Man, I'm just so upset. It's $3.25. So I guess I gotta take all the money in the register too. What? Wait, what?
To cover the price of this gas I'm about to steal too.
You know, I'm not Mr. 3555. I don't own this.
I'm not Mr. Texaco. What is this?
I'm Mr. $7.25 minimum wage. Please stop beating me.
Right.
The clerk is said to have acquiesced, and the suspect left the truck stop with the money. When the first responders and deputies arrived, they found the clerk badly beaten. He was taken to a nearby hospital and treated for his injuries, including having stitches put on the back of his head.
Woo. Yeah, talking about here. Yeah, goddamn right. They got insurance. Take everything of this motherfucker.
The alleged victim gave his account to the investigators of what happened and helped them develop a suspect, Jones. He was known for having a violent criminal background. What? And was released on parole just 7 months before after serving over 20 years for various violent crimes, including sexual battery and 2 counts of kidnapping.
He better be glad he didn't get kidnapped then.
Not nice. Deputies located Jones and set up surveillance while they secured a warrant for his arrest. Other agencies, including the U.S. Marshal Service, were called in for help, but before officials could arrest him, he left the area. Oh, he's tricky. Law enforcement reportedly spotted him heading south on Highway 35. Hope he wasn't going to get gas. I was like, damn it, I forgot to get the gas. It appears Jones is not alone. Eventually, the suspect and his driver were forced to stop at a roadblock, and the suspect was taken to custody without incident. Jones was placed in the Carroll County Regional Correctional Facility the armed robbery charge. Sheriff's office said days later, additional charges of possession of a weapon by a felon and failure to register as a sex offender were expected.
Oh!
Mm-hmm. I'm grateful to the Lord that this incident was resolved without any further violence or injury, said the sheriff. Jones is a threat to society. I'm glad he's been removed from our streets. So, Karen, guess the race of Mr. Charlie Terrell Jones.
I know people like no bail, but this nigga needed bail. So, I'm going to go black because this is a black person that I'll go, you get the bail.
Okay, so Karen's saying black.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check the chat room, see what they believe his race is. Negro who likes jail better than freedom. Niggas gonna nigga. Gas too damn high. Trademark black. Someone Trump will use as a poster for black.
Oh no!
I got 5 on it. Black.
Yes, I got 5.
He's like, I know my tank. Okay, it can handle. My car could take 5 more beatings. Someone, let's see, country's finest black, hating ass Terrell Black. We finally found him. And nigga, black. The correct answer is black. Yeah, I think that last name, that middle name, Terrell, might have really did him in.
I don't know no white Terrells.
A lot of pressure for a 3555 truck stop, though. That ain't right.
And I don't know why I thought the 3555 was like the name of the road. I didn't realize that was the name of the truck stop.
The name of the road is Highway 35, but the name of the truck stop / gas station is 3555.
Okay.
All right.
You can tell that's in the middle of nowhere.
One last story. Sword ratchetness. All right, sword ratchetness. We go around the globe, find different articles, and it spreads some awareness about the sword scourge of people violating the law with these things. A teenager has been arrested after police received reports that a weapon was being brandished in black country. What in the black country? The fuck? Birmingham Live. I just want to see Birmingham like across the pond.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Yeah,
right.
This can't be. Black country is definitely not something you can say in America.
Right.
I'm like, how racist is that motherfucker?
What's the name of that town? Latino town. What?
Not even black county, black country. Always out there in black country.
We
don't go there.
We don't fuck with that black country.
The 15-year-old boy was detained around 4:35 p.m. on Wednesday. He was arrested on suspicion of possession of a sharp-pointed article in a public place following the incident in Wren's Nest Road in Dudley.
Sharp-pointed article.
What a
way to describe it.
It was what Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote about Ezra Klein. The boy remains in custody for questioning. A samurai sword was recovered by officers following the arrest. A spokesperson for West Midlands Police said a teenager has been arrested after we received reports of a weapon being brandished in Netherton. Just after 4:35, we did this part. We quickly responded, and a 15-year-old boy was arrested on suspicion of possession of a sharp-pointed article in a public place. He remains in custody. It was a samurai sword was also recovered. What does that mean? It's two different. He had a knife and a sword. Okay.
Dual wielding. I see you.
Right. He was about to take on one of the upper ranks.
Right.
We take knife crime and carrying a weapon seriously, said the cops. Would have they ever had an article that like, we just kind of don't take it that serious.
We don't care that much.
It's all a big fucking joke to us. We found it, quite frankly, hilarious. If you know someone who's carrying a weapon, please call 101 to report. You can also talk to us online and report anonymously.
Oh, that's definitely not the United States. 101.
Yeah, the numbers they're not typed right. 0800555. First of all, 555 is what we use for fake numbers in America. They also said you can go to their website and visit #life-or-knife website.
Oh,
so there you go, guys. We're trying to get them off the streets. And that's what we need to do. We'll be back not tomorrow probably because of my birthday, and then depending on Justin, we may either do Balls Deep Wednesday or a regular show. We'll find out. Stay tuned if you're premium, or go to our Patreon and sign up for it. Thank you, everybody, and happy birthday to me. I don't get older. I level up. Until next time, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.